In Tatau, you travel to a perilous environment, a place that many people haven't been to or maybe choose not to go. So what was it about going to Croydon that really appealed to you in Tatau?
Well, I think he was very glad to get out of Croydon. I grew up in Dulwich, which is a bit better than Croydon, but I lived there till I was 11 and then moved up to Bradford. So I kind of seen the both ends of the spectrum. But yeah, the Cook Islands is very, very different to both.
Was this a gig that you have wanted more than any other, and perhaps might want more than any other when you realised that it involved filming out in the Pacific?
Well, it's almost painful watching it back because it just brings back these incredible memories and sort of stories that we had out there. When I got the brief for it through from my agent, I was like, yeah, 2 guys backpacking. Oh, backpacking, where they go? Oh, the Cook Islands. Oh my God.
Finally, one deer coming right up.
Mate, where have you been? Found these. Look, that's her. That's the girl I saw. She's real. And that's Laura and Maui. She's with Laura and Maui. They know her.
Where did you get these?
It doesn't matter. All that matters is that I wasn't hallucinating.
Well, hold on, wait. What are you gonna do?
I'll be cool.
I mean, the supernatural element to it is interesting. Is that kind of almost a sort of a parallel being drawn about being in a different place and sort of not embracing local culture, not fearing local culture? Does that kind of have that edge to it?
I don't know whether it's a difficult one because I can't talk too much about how the series pans out.
Just tell us who done it, what happens. Who murders that girl? Just tell us. You've had a vision. You've seen what happens.
Well, the visions keep coming. You'll be glad to hear. And as the visions keep coming, with those visions comes a little more clarity, and the light is shed. And it could be anyone at this point in time, and it could be anyone pretty much right up until the last episode, I'd say. And even the last episode has got. Oh, it was amazing to shoot. A lot of big action sort of sequences and lots of swimming throughout the series as well, which was really good fun to do. The New Zealand Herald actually posted an article this week, I think, and the headline was "Rising British actor rushed to hospital after drowning," and that guy was me. But I think I think it's funny how things trickle down, and it's like Chinese whispers. And so I was in a swimming pool, and there's an oxygen tank at the bottom. It's like a helicopter sort of practice pool, so it's 6 meters deep, but looks like a normal pool from the outside. So the tank's on the bottom. We swam down and we swapped onto the regulator down there, but I didn't purge the regulator. I didn't do what I'd been told to do, and breathed in and got some water, and it was just tickling in the back of my throat. So I was coughing and thought, I know what I'll do. I'll take the regulator out, do a big cough, and then put it back in, it'll be fine. But I took it out, coughed, and it was the longest 6 meters I think I've ever swum up to the surface. And then I got to the top, and the safety divers took me to the side, and I threw up everywhere, and it was very, very glamorous. It's been really, really, really lovely, the responses that we've had, and something that it's my first kind of lead in something. I graduated from Drama Centre a year and a half, nearly 2 years now. And it's something that I couldn't really prepare for. Like I kind of like you get told about, and you kind of like, okay, this is going to happen. But when I turned my phone on after the first episode, and there were so many lovely messages from people, and it was overwhelming, the response from people. So as long as people enjoy it, and as much as we did filming it, it's great.
Did you and the cast make any kind of pact that if it was a success, or it did it hit certain targets, or you got certain responses from people, you'd get tattoos? Or did you get tattoos out there like Lord of the Rings guys?
Well, me and Theo did talk about it quite a lot, and I was close towards the end, but the Maori tattoos are so every symbol has a very specific meaning. Like, so if you were to have a tattoo, and you and I were Maori, I could tell where you're from, all about your family, what kind of job you do, so many different things. And I I felt that I didn't know enough about the culture to mark my own body up with that stuff. I mean, I think it's beautiful and it's amazing, but it wasn't for me at that time. But if we were to go back, mate, who knows? Maybe I'll come back with a full mock-up.
That would be very strong. Or you could get Dulwich Hamlet's football strip.
Yeah.
Those quarters, they're brown and pink, aren't they?
Yeah, brown and pink.
Yeah.
I don't know how the colours would work out, especially maybe fading in the sun. It wouldn't look so great.